Now, one thing that I saw there, I don't know how this happened, but I literally found a pair of jeans that had mold growing on them. And I looked at that, I scanned it, and I'm like, wait, something doesn't look right. Because it was wrapped in plastic, in a plastic bag, but the plastic bag appeared to have been torn. And I look at it and I'm like, it looks kind of miscolored. At first I thought, oh, maybe it was just one of those dirty looking jeans that isn't style. It's not my style, but I've seen them around. But then upon closer look, I'm like, no, that's not the design of the jeans. That's mold on these jeans. And I have no idea how that happens, because see what happened, how things are stored there is they don't have groceries over here, and they don't have jeans over here, and clothing here, and electronics here, sporting goods there. They don't have it all in different departments. No, if it fits in a cubby, they're going to put multiple things, various things together. So something spilled on those jeans, and those jeans were in storage for a while, and mold grew on them. But what was disturbing to me was I'm the last person to see the item before it goes in the box. So someone stocked it. So that means someone literally picked that pair of jeans out of the cubby, scanned it, put it in their cart, and sent the cart off. Someone pulled those jeans out of the cart and put it on the conveyor belt. Someone took off the conveyor belt and put it into the cubby for packaging. It went through all those people, and it took me to see the moldy jeans. And I'm like, how do people miss these things? So it may be possible that happens a lot with orders. That things just get through, because it's like all the associates are worried about is getting their numbers. How many scans can they do an hour? And because we have to reach a certain mark, sometimes quality is sacrificed for quantity. Now the facility was massive, and it was very clean. It was very cool. It wasn't very hot. They did encourage us to stay hydrated throughout the day. But I would say that the facility itself was well upkept, and it was very safe, very clean. But when it came to the workers, most of the workers were fine, and they were a joy to work around. But some workers were just sloppy. They were just very messy people. They would not keep their stations. You're supposed to clean as you go. And I would always have one of the cleanest stations, because I would just clean as I go. And I would stand next to two people where they have shipping label tape all over the place. They have packaging tape. They have plastic wrap. And I just couldn't stand it. I couldn't stand being next to them, because I like a clean work environment. But the center itself was fine, and they did a good job, I think, in my opinion, when it came to this whole pandemic thing. Before you entered the building, you had to do a health check. So you go up to this booth. They had several booths. You go up to the booth, you get your temperature taken, and you're asked questions. In the last 3 days, have you experienced or been interacted with anyone experiencing cough, fever, shortness of breath, and so on. So before you can continue into the building to go to your work area, you had to answer those questions, get your temperature taken. They gave you a mask. And yes, they encouraged 6 feet distance, but it's very hard. It was very hard to do that in some areas, especially in the break rooms. There are hundreds of people working in this fulfillment center, and they have multiple break rooms, but in the break room that I went for, where the packaging department is, I look and I'm seeing all the associates sit in there, and I'm like, there's no social distancing going on in here at all. And everyone's removing their masks because they're eating, they're talking, they're laughing. And I look like a loner outsider because I'm sitting over here in the corner with my little folding chair with my snack and lunch. because I'm like, I don't want to get in the midst of all these people, because we're supposed to be practicing social distancing, and even though they had 6-foot markings on the floor, they would only really encourage social distancing when it came to us leaving the building. After that, or any other time than that, no one really cared about social distancing. It was really kind of a, on your own, self-regulating type thing. So in the break rooms, I would always see that. I really did look like a loner. If you saw me, you'd probably feel sorry for me, because I'd just be over here in the corner with my little folding chair facing the wall, eating my snack. So that was me for a majority of my breaks.